weather outside is trash. It's wintertime now. The shit that came around Christmas time. But in Black History Month, we are a tropical people. We are a tropical people. And Houston, Texas, nigga, quit messing with the AC, bro. Put it on heat or put it on cold. Pick one.
I think you might want to get used to it. In the last like 3-4 years, Houston is slowly developing a winter, and it's a little odd. Like I remember being outside in shorts Thanksgiving and Christmas, and now it's like you just don't know what's going to happen. The temp can actually drop like for real. We had a 40-degree drop today.
40 degrees. I had my AC on yesterday. My heater's on now.
Middle of the day.
Middle of the day. Yeah. It is what it is, though. It's like it gets cold outside. The weather gets bleak, but that doesn't stop me because, number one, the sun's out, and it won't stop me from being black and ugly as ever. However, I stay Houston down to my socks. So no, it's them again. It's them boys from In My Humble Opinion. I am one of your hosts, Avery, like a very nice guy. Ding, it's me. You can find me at _VERIII on all social media. And I have my brother with me, the best writer that I've ever met in my entire life. And he keeps shaking his head like he makes the decisions on how I feel. I think that he writes wonderful articles. He wrote you wrote the synopsis for Tasha. She kept saying it. She was like, he wrote it. Like, that's so good.
Oh, yeah. I did do that.
Yeah, you did do that. You're writing all the time. You write the best grocery list as well. I used to live with them. Just Divine, ladies and gentlemen.
That's because I'm big. That's because I'm big. You know, you got to make sure you have groceries for all occasions. That's all.
Got to have groceries for all occasions.
Especially if the power goes out. So
exactly. Yeah, because, man, this heating, I mean, golly, I'm jamming the hell out of my heater. Thank God that these prices ain't ridiculous for me. But, my God, it's too cold sometimes. Well, yeah, like I said, where can they find you at, Just Divine?
Man, what am I? Just Devon on Twitter, and then Dr. Douglas on everything else.
Yes, Just Devon on Twitter, Dr. Douglas on everything else. You can find us both at My Humble O. That's In My Humble Opinion podcast, where the opinions aren't humbled, the words aren't jumbled. It is what it is today. Now we have, we're just gonna get right to it. We got this next artist that demands to be heard. She has the flow, the catchy ass hooks, the look, the video, the right samples, y'all. Okay, and her video to her song "Friends," which perfectly samples "Southside" by Lil Keke and "Friends" by Houdini. She goes to her door, and an IG stalker pulls up on her in a funny exchange. Now, she handled that, then walks into a shitty situation, but you gotta watch the video to find out exactly what it is. I thoroughly enjoy her work. She'll bar up anybody that, I can see, let's just be honest. And I saw her at a Big Cuz Mixer. It was the second one. And we go to a lot of shows, and I can honestly say that her energy was unmatched. She was performing her song "Hoes Mad," and when she threw her head back and laughed, I swear the whole venue went crazy. The energy that was inside of there. Like, I see a lot of people perform, but I can be honest, I've never seen anybody perform like that. Me and my brother literally looked at each other like, okay, we got to get her. You know what I'm saying? I saw thugged out ass dudes really jamming. So just fresh out of the Houston Indie Festival, K. Cherei.
Hey y'all, what's up?
How's it going?
It's Kristen Cherei, yes, and I'm making hoes mad on a daily.
That is I'd be remiss because he talked about us being at the Big Cuz Mixer, and we were talking about this earlier. You performed at a couple of his mixers, but the main thing is, and we try to tell this to artists all the time, artists, perform your song. Like, you don't have to use a backing track all the time, and you really stood out because you were really performing. And again, when you have a bunch of dudes in the room rapping "You hoes really mad," it's like, it really came across.
I have dudes that call me all the time. They were like, "Is it okay Cause I guess it's because I am like the only girl. I have a bunch of brothers. So guys, they really gravitate to my music. Like I'm a woman, I'm making it for the women. But when guys hear it, they always come at me. They be like, girl, I make these hoes mad out of my head yesterday. Like they always tell me something. They be like, is it all right if I listen to your music? Like, I'm still tough, right? Like, yeah, you still tough.
Oh, what is that like having guys come up to you and say, because one, we got your information from another rapper that we have interviewed before. That was Sunny. I was like, Sunny, I mean, help me reach out to a lot of the women MCs that are in the city. And she was like, oh, you got to interview her. I was like, nah, we was already trying to get her. So,
as a matter of fact, when she told me, we were sitting down having lunch.
That's your partner for real.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, like that's my girl. Yeah, it is.
Well, what's it like having, guys in the city start to gravitate to a lot of the women MCs that are here in Houston?
Well, that part just in itself is just super cool as fuck, because it's like, especially because I be around a whole lot of rappers, like for guy rappers or just guys in general to come up to me and tell me they mess with my music and to actually sing my music and to ask me for permission, like ask me if it's okay that they sing my songs. Like that shit cool. It's crazy and it's cool and it's like it's the best. Like because for one, they listening to it, they hear it. For two, they respected it enough so you can come ask me like, girl, is this for niggas? Like it's for whoever. It's for whoever. Like I be making it like general music. So I just think it's funny, it's cool, it's dope, it's all that. It's awesome because shit. They ain't have to hear it. If they didn't hear it, that'd be horrible.
That's true. That's true.
That'd be horrible.
You say you have a lot of brothers. You're the only girl?
Mm-hmm.
So how many brothers you have?
I have 4 brothers.
So 4, are you the oldest, youngest, middle?
I'm right smack in the middle.
Right smack in the middle. So
plus they're all taller than you. They've got to be.
Oh yeah. All of them.
You can't just take shots at her height. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I mean, she has a loud stature though. Like you felt,
period.
Like when you
I have to admit, that's what I'm saying. It was a compliment because seeing you on that stage, that elevated stage, I was like, even though she's short, you was the most powerful one up there.
Yeah.
Just is what it is. You was making them hoes mad in the crowd. So hey.
For real.
When you started out initially,
that's how it be. That's how it be.
But you're the toughest one. That's what I'm saying. Your music is so aggressive. Even in that video I was talking about, there was nothing sweet about the situation. In the end, and you didn't lose. You didn't.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not a loser.
You know what?
I'm not a loser.
Tell us about this video. Since y'all are both talking about this video alluded to, let's let the audience know what's going on. Y'all, first of all, go watch the video. Audience.
Yes, please go check out my video to friends. Just like you said, it's a mix between Lil Kiki, Southside, and Houdini friends. I couldn't decide. I know I wanted to go in on something specifically talking about friends. Well, here's how it all came about. I was like, people, I'm like, I hear a lot of stories, best friends and, because it's that go best friend, you know what I'm saying? Like that era, like, oh, I love my best friend. I'm like, I wish I had one of those types of fucking best friends. I wish I had one of those types of best friends. I'm like, I was handed the exact fuck opposite. I was like, you know what? They need to hear about this shit. So I'm like, oh, Houdini's song, it really sounded like it was, all 4 friends and, about friends and like the melody and the tone that they have, it'll make you seem like they talking about like some fun shit, but they was really like going through it in that story. Mm-hmm. And then I'm so used to, you know what I'm saying? So of course, that's how the mix up between the 2 beats. So I went and hollered at Nitty Supreme, and shoot, he came up with he merged them together, and then I did my hook, and then shoot, I tried to bring out real life situations in the video.
Oh, okay.
It definitely came across.
Yeah. Yeah, I try to have fun though. Like I not try to have fun. I most definitely 100% have fun bringing stuff to life. And like when I get to see my finished product, I be like, oh my God, that's so cute.
I was about to say, because you're single, like when you perform it, like Hoes Mad, it sounds aggressive, like you be angry. Like I'm surprised you like, yo, you don't have a best friend, because women picked up on it. And it feels like it's like, even though I'm talking about like an enemy woman, we all talking about some random enemy woman. Like that was it.
Yeah, I was
like
really
everybody, yeah.
I didn't mean like an adult best friend. Like this is like so petty, like petty high school shit. Like you never know where I'm gonna pull some shit from. Like it's still my life. You know what I'm saying? I have my friends. Yes, I have a beautiful circle of friends. You know what I'm saying? We support each other. We rocking out. But yeah. I ain't forgot about that shit happening in middle school.
To this day. To this day.
I ain't forgot about none of that shit.
Going all the way back to middle school. Were you rapping back then? Were you rapping all the way back?
Rapping back then. Yes.
When did you start?
I started rapping. Okay, to be honest, I didn't even know I was a rapper. I just know it was time for us to write stories. It was time. We was doing like a story time in first grade. We was supposed to be like writing down our favorite parts of a poem or something like that. And I wrote down my favorite parts of some raps.
In first grade, so what raps did you write about?
I got in trouble. It was one of my older brother's raps.
I was about to say, how long were you suspended? Like, what happened?
I just got in trouble because they was just like, this is totally inappropriate for a first grader.
This ain't reading with a rapper.
And I was like, they told me to express myself and write down my favorite stuff. You know, I had no idea that I was being molded into this that I am.
This goddess that you are. So you were writing down your brother's rap. So your brother was rapping. Yeah,
when I was little. Mm-hmm.
How many?
I was surrounded by musicians. I was surrounded by music my whole entire life. Okay. Well, it was like me just coming up and being around, you know what I'm saying, my family members that were in church. But my older brother, yeah, he was in a real life rap group. Okay. And I thought he was famous when I was younger. So yeah.
How much older is he?
I was like his number one supporter.
How much older is he than you? You were in first grade.
He's 4 years older.
Oh, okay. So you're in first grade. He's writing rhymes, and you're like, "Yo, my older brother can rap. He famous." You taking these rhymes to school, you say them, and then you in trouble.
Yep.
But here's the thing, though. You didn't stop.
That's how it is. That's how it went. It started as early as the first grade. Yep. And then I joined a couple of rap groups, and I used to every time they needed a female voice for something, because they stayed recording, they stayed like building in-home studios when my cousins would come over for the summertime, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we was really in the church. So one of my cousins, he played all the instruments. So he used to sit there and make beats with his keyboard, and you know what I'm saying, we didn't have like everything, but we had the basics to go and get it started. And anytime they would need somebody to come in there and like talk noise on the track, or they needed a female verse or a female to say something like some snappy stuff, or like, you know what, whatever, bye, like anything they might have needed a female for, they was gonna call me out of the girls' room. Well, I used to be with my other girl cousins, and they was gonna come get me, and I was gonna be like, all right, y'all, I got this.
Why you out of everybody else? What did you show?
I was down. I was always down. Like I was never shy. I was always, even in church choir at church. Who want to lead the song? Me. So, I want to lead all the songs. As a matter of fact, I want to sing all the songs. Just give me the mic. Like, I used to be in front of the TV on Crisis and Temptations and stuff. Like, I was just a music baby.
So if you're singing all the songs in church, where the R&B at? Where's it at though?
Huh?
If you're singing all the songs in the church, where the R&B at right now? We want to hear some R&B.
Right? I just loved rap a little bit more. I just feel like with rapping, even though, you know what I'm saying, not taking anything away from singing, one day, one of these days, I'm gonna drop the coldest R&B joint. Period. But like when it came to rapping, I felt like it was the way for me to express myself more. Like if I was angry, if I was hurt, or just whatever type of emotion, I always felt like it was easier for me to get my feelings off with rapping.
Therapeutic.
Yeah, very therapeutic. And then the beats, like singers have a lot to work. Rappers do too, but it's like singers. I don't know. Like I'm such a perfectionist. I work so hard on my raps that when I get into my singing, like on a professional scale, it's like, oh, if y'all was to see my process of when I'm making a song, y'all would be like, this girl is really serious. Like she's not gonna stop until she have every last single word on here perfect. So by being singing, I will be in the studio for weeks. I just already know it. Trying to get one thing down because it just has to be so precise. And I guess I'm a perfectionist, so I would just need everything to sound perfect. It can be done. You know what I'm saying? It's most definitely be done. But I'm just one of those that like I'll hear it. And then I have like outer body experiences. That makes sense to y'all. I know it makes sense to me when I talk to myself.
It makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. You're able to see yourself, achieving this task because you've already done it before when it comes to rap. You could do it with singing. And when you did it with rap, you actually, made it to a point where, Houston legends, looked around and saw what you were doing from listening to, your mixtape. And also, what's it like to get that cosign, especially from somebody like the great Paul Wall, baby, the People's Champ?
I mean, it's dope. You know what I'm saying? These are people that I came up listening to. These people, you know what I'm saying? When they talk about the city, they always bring up these people. So for them to acknowledge me, it's like, yeah, I'm here too. You know what I'm saying? And shoot, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. I work hard for things like that. You know what I'm saying? Anytime I'm recognized by anybody for anything that I've done, I'm always humbled. You know what I'm saying? I feel blessed and amazing because, you know what I'm saying? It's a blessing when you have people like that come up to you and tell you, or quote, it be the quotes for me.
Mm-hmm.
It be the quotes for me. When somebody like dope as fuck come up to me and they be like, I make these hoes mad. Yeah. Like anytime I run into like people since I dropped that song, it's been some huge names. Anytime they see me, they, what's up? I make these hoes mad. Period. They mad. And it's crazy. I wasn't talking about nobody specific. It was just how I was feeling. Like when I was making a song, like it's not about nobody. It was just like literally a whole vibe. Like when I go and I introduce a song, I'm like, you ever just felt the bitch? You ever just felt the bitch looking at you fucked up? Like she ain't even did or said nothing, but I know that hoe mad because I just feel her mad ass energy. Like, I don't know.
I identify with it. I make people mad every day from just living life.
So when I did the video, that's really what I wanted to express. Yeah. Like, I'm just living my everyday life. I haven't said shit to nobody. I didn't do it. These hoes didn't even let me give them a reason to be mad. Goddamn. They was just mad.
How's the rest of you got your brothers. How your brothers feel about the rap career so far?
What about mine?
Yeah.
Oh, I always hear they proud of me all the time. They always ask me what I got going on. Somebody always talk about where your sister at, and they ain't trying to hear that. They're like, where your sister at, man? They be like, where your sister at? They're like, man, that girl, I don't know, she's somewhere. She out. And they know I'm gonna stay out. They know I'm always working. I'm always active. I'm always trying to get some new people to hear my music. I'm always trying to make new, supporters. I'm always out networking. I literally want to know everybody. I want to know everybody.
Yeah.
I want everybody to know about me. Everybody. I don't have no problems with nobody. I'm having fun. I'm living my dream. I'm getting noticed. It's dope as shit.
You're definitely gonna notice. You're definitely out here networking. I mean, again, like when my brother was mentioning, talking about Paul Wall, that experience first happened? Like, where were you when you first?
I was at home.
And what was your initial reaction?
Okay, so this is how it happened. Boom. Oh, shit.
Yo, what?
That's all it was. It was like, oh shit. Like, you'll be surprised how much stuff pops up. Goddamn, why is it blurry? How much stuff will pop up on my home screen? Like, I get a preview of what, you know what I'm saying, like my inbox messages, or like somebody commented on my post or whatever. Like, Cassidy did it one time, the Brad did it, the game. Like, I done seen some, I had some motherfuckers pop up on my shit, like, man, that shit dope as hell. Like, and when I see it, it's just like, that internet is a powerful tool, man. The internet is a powerful, powerful, powerful tool. You never know who's seeing your stuff. You never know who saw you. You never know. You just never freaking know.
Nah, and that's huge, especially the fact that, you're right. The internet is a powerful tool because you're able to just put music out. It's a lot different than it was like 10, 15, 20 years ago. You can put stuff out and reach people immediately. Like, you can shoot videos and release them yourself. Release music, release it yourself, and connect with the people that are out there that you look up to. Who are some of the artists that you kind of looked up to as you were coming up and that you might want to work with one day?
That I looked up to when I was coming up. Well, definitely Nicki Minaj.
Uh-huh.
I would love to do a song with Nicki Minaj. I'd love to do a song with Beyonce. I don't know if we could get Chamillionaire to come bust a flow, but if we could, that'd be dope.
I'm about to say, who was that just got him on? Big Pokey just got him on an album. Yeah. You know, he's still Chamillionaire still come out. I still got hopes that he might pop out.
One more album. Come on, man.
I still got hopes he might pop out.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope. Shoot. Don Toliver, Travis Scott.
Yeah.
So you are Houston through and through.
Oh, most definitely. I'm an H-Town chick. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I definitely put on for my city. You know what I'm saying? Shit, this is where I'm from. This is the shit. This is where I'm from. This is where I'm at. This was who birthed me. You know what I'm saying? I talk about these situations that I went through down here. You know what I'm saying? I can't make it about nowhere else. You know, cause shit, this where I'm from.
What's it like being a part of this new class of not just women, but just MCs that appear to be a part of, like, you're seeing things like the Big Cuz Industry Mixer. Chad Black has a Grammy party and he does stuff in Taste. You're seeing a lot more labels and groups and artists and managers.
I most definitely am.
Start to come together. And you're also seeing a lot of the artists interact. Case in point, when we're looking for you at dinner with Sunny, and she's like, oh, yeah, come on the show. So what is that like being a part of this new class that appears to be, Houston has always been focused on business, but now it appears to be like business and collaboration and trying to grow the city?
You know what? It's really a blessing. And I like to say everything, you know what I'm saying, that I like to look at these as blessings because, you know, that's just what I feel they are. Any position that I can get put in that's better and that help me better myself, or that could possibly put me on a greater platform, is a blessing to me. Having people around me that's not like, oh, so I see you with such and such, do you know? And they not like rolling their eyes. I'm like, no, don't go talk to her. You know what I'm saying? They like, oh yeah, she cool as hell. Let me connect that. That's a blessing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you do got people on the flip side that wouldn't be fucking with that. So it's just to have those people and have these types of situations. It's an honor. It's a blessing. Like, I love it. This is what you know what I'm saying? This is what I pray for. This is what I really go hard for. Things are just getting better and better. Like, I'm gonna see, like, shit, how far it's gonna go, you know what I'm saying? But to have stuff like that, like when you mentioned the labels, like, I'd have been up, it's February, I'd have been up in front of about 6.
Ooh.
already this year, not last year, not counting last year, like since January 1st, 2022. Like we'll talk about legendary people. Like it's just I feel like I'm making it. I feel like I'm coming into what I've been working hard for, because I'm starting to see some of the faces that I used to always want to be around. People that I used to want to know my music are knowing my name now. People that I used to like, yeah, when I started doing this, like I always would like set up a goal. Like I want to meet this person, or man, if I see somebody that has something like really dope going on, I'm like, man, if they was to hear me, I know they would just love me. And it's like, I'm going from just seeing them behind the internet or behind the screen to like seeing them in real life and they know my name. So it's just like stuff that I prayed for, stuff that I was patient for, and most definitely stuff that I worked for is coming to light. And it's a blessing. It's a blessing. Yes, that's what it is.
That's a definite blessing, especially we talking six labels since January. What is it that you look for as you decide to, make steps to start building up a team, and what are you looking for in a label?
It's all about the vibe. It's all about the vibe to me, because the vibe just have to be right. I don't want to be around nobody feeling uncomfortable. I don't want nobody, feeling uncomfortable around me. I want to be in a situation where we can feed into each other, because I'm not just a taker, I'm also a giver. You know what I'm saying? So like, I like to be very hands-on, and if somebody's not, willing for me to be hands-on, they just want me to just sit there and just shut up and just do what they say, like that's probably not gonna work. Because like, I like to be involved. Like, I'm not the type of person that's just gonna sit back and let everything, like I don't give a damn if I don't even know what I'm doing. I at least want to watch the process. Like I'm addicted to learning. I'm addicted to this shit. I want to know, like, even if I can't do it, I want to see it being done. Or like, I love the process of everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know how to record myself. But I knew, when I go to the studio, I don't like to waste their time. So I know that I practice on my song and my flow and my lyrics and everything before I go into a studio session. So to make myself become even greater, I went, got with my team, of course, and purchase our own studio equipment. So that way, when I'm not in the studio, or when I just feel like being creative, and when I have an idea or anything, I could just go lay it down. Basically everything just feeding into the crowd. So shoot.
That's a huge investment in itself. That's important.
Yeah, I do.
When did you realize
the clothes?
Well, yeah. Of course we already see the merch. You showed that to us. You got the merch going. When did you decide? You said what now?
I make it.
You make it?
Oh, okay.
Where can they find it?
So I design all my stuff.
Where can we find your clothes at?
Y'all can hit me on my DM, but I have a clothing page. It's called Heathen Life Apparel. I do make stuff for other brands as well, but that's another instance. I saw everybody has stuff. And I'm like, I want stuff. I want stuff. I don't know where they're getting this stuff. I want my own stuff with my stuff on it. So, another little research want to help you with. So, did that. It's a wrap. And now it's cold.
And you said the name of the brand is what?
It's Heathen Life Apparel.
Okay, and that goes with, because also your name is you also go by Queen Heathen. Where is that coming from?
The Queen Heathen, because Heathen Life Music Group is our own independent record label.
Why are you a heathen? You're a church girl. Why are you a heathen?
It's called Heathen Life Music.
It is what it is.
I know. I've kind of been a rebel.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
She been getting in trouble since.
It's kind of like everybody goes one way. I kind of go the other way.
You march to your own drum. You march to the
beat. I march to my own drum. You know what I'm saying? I aspire to be myself. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they're not comfortable or confident enough to be themselves. I want to be myself. I know everybody might not like it. Everybody might not agree with it. I might be the weird one. I might be the outcast or whatever, the underdog, all that. I'm the queen of all that shit.
Nah, it comes across because it comes across on your stage show. Because again, when you go stand up in front of a group of people that don't know you, you can tell who can grab people immediately. Because there are certain people, they just get up there, they do their song, you know, people checking their phones, getting drinks, all that stuff. But when somebody get up there and it's like, oh, you grab the audience, it just shows. Like, I'm like, you are very, very comfortable when you get up on stage.
Thank you. I spend a lot of time on stage. Yeah, I did. I used to have a lot of people hitting me up like, hey, come perform here for free. All right.
You got your reps in. You was performing for free for a while. How long? Wait, so we covered that you've been really like rapping since the first grade though, but when did you start taking it serious? Because during my research, I've seen you.
I started taking it serious as I was, okay, so about 10 years ago, I was in a group. Well, first I was in a group with all guys, and then I used to go out and rap. Well, no, actually, I used to go out with them, and I had like literally one part of the song. It was probably like 4 bars. And like literally people used to come hear me sing that part. They used to come hear me sing that part on that one song. Like, and they used to be like, what the hell? Just for that one song, when they announced that song was coming up, that's when people would come to the front and say, like, she finna fuck it up. I like the little bitty ass part.
Hey, it's so Houston though, because remember, Pimp C on Big Pimpin', Jay-Z had to do another verse because Pimp C's verse, that 8 bars, so cold. Yeah. So you got that still, hey, that's so Houston of you.
This much song. So from there, it was my family members. So from there, I went on to being in a girl group. And it's like when I got in the girl group, like they had like really no knowledge of nothing. I didn't have no knowledge either, but I still had the drive to do stuff. Like I'm like, we need pictures, we need, you know what I'm saying? If we're gonna be a group, we need to look like a group. So I kind of just took like the leadership position, and then, you know, still everybody want to see KC. So it was kind of like
So you broke away?
No, I should just do this by myself because everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody don't have the same, you know what I'm saying, same drive, same passion. And that's cool. That's cool. But when I start doing it, I start getting more and more recognition. So when I came out by myself, and this is when I came out by myself, this is when I had nobody else to fall back on, nobody else to look at for my mistakes, because this was like literally me just getting out there and not knowing shit about shit. But I'm still like pushing. So I'm getting told, girl, what the fuck is this? Like I went to, and I love Chill Neil to death, but I am going to tell this story till I can't tell it no more. I went and recorded my first song on my first beat that I had got from my first producer. Like, this is me thinking I'm popping, right? I had no idea what a mix and master was, none of that. So I take my little half a song to Metropolis on Thursday night. I took my song to Metropolis on a Thursday night because I was
mixed and mastered.
Huh?
Was it mixed and mastered?
Oh. I had no idea what the fuck that was.
I used to love the stereo system at Metropolis. This is so Houston, a nerd of me. I think Metropolis had one of the greatest sounds inside of it. So I'm sorry, I'm gonna shut up now. Just placing the scene for everybody.
Yeah, Metropolis Extravaganza on a Thursday 10 years ago? Oh, baby, it was going the fuck down. It was going down at Metropolis. So I take my Too Cool for School head ass to the goddamn DJ booth. And I give him my cell phone because I know what the fuck I'm doing, right? I give him my cell phone. I'm like, I want you to play this song just like the dopest song you ever gonna hear. I'm like, pitched it. And he was finally like, after like 15 minutes, he was like, all right, let me hear the song. I handed him my phone. And he like, what is that? What? The song is on your phone? Yes, the song is on my phone. Can't you plug it up? Like, I didn't know shit. He read me my motherfucking rights in the DJ.
Hey, man, he did you a favor, though. Did he play it?
He did me the favor of all favors. I have never approached a DJ to this day in my career without everything being on point. I'm service packed up. I don't give a fuck. Not like now, they not wanting the flash drives no more too much. They'll want to airdrop, but like that's very, very, very important. Like if you want somebody to play your music, it's very, very, very important to have it whatever way that they play music available to them. And I didn't have that. Like I said, my song wasn't mixed and mastered. When he plugged my phone, when he plugged it up to the computer, because I stayed there all night, he got on my ass so much, like I couldn't fucking leave. Like, I didn't know. And I'm not the type where you gonna tell me something that don't seem like it's good, and I'm just gonna catch an attitude, and I'm gonna be like, you know what, fuck this nigga. Like a lot of people are, like, fuck this nigga, he just ain't fucking with me. I'm the one that want to know. Like, I did what? Oh, like that was fucked up. Oh, like I don't want to know. So it's like if you got something to tell me that's gonna help make me better, like I'm listening. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was one of the most memorable experiences when I was just like coming up, or still coming up, but when I was first trying to get heard like by myself. But I did go finish the song wasn't even finished either. Like,
did you finish the song?
Yes. You came to this man with shambles, and
I was about to say, you
make me a star with just these pieces I got.
You came to this man with a rough draft.
My goodness.
Let's play it on your sound system and let's see how it goes.
One of the best sound systems.
Yo, you finished the song though eventually.
I eventually finished it because I was like,
did you ever run into this DJ again?
Of course. We like this.
Okay. So
we like this.
How that second meeting when you came back to him with the song, how did that go?
Oh, the first one was just so bad that when he saw me the second time, he was like, what the hell are you doing back? Like, nigga, I'm back. Back. And I didn't have a cell phone this time. I had a flash drive. So I'm like, he was like, there you go. And he plugged it up. He saw I had everything with it. He saw the instrumental. He saw I had a full service pack. It wasn't just a song this time. Like, just in case you on radio. Because from there, I had to go do some research and see, what a service pack was.
And actually, since we have you here, and a lot of artists make this mistake. Even the artists that we're seeing, like a lot of the artists that were participating in the Big Cuz Mixer, not necessarily performing, but watching. They want to get up there, but sometimes people be afraid to ask, what is a service pack like, and how are you approaching DJs? Because this has changed over the last 10 years too.
Well, you would definitely want to approach the DJ as a human being with respect. First of all, respect that they're doing their job right now. And if they're in a mix, and stuff is crazy and the club is just turned, like, do not go up to a DJ booth at 12 o'clock through like 11 o'clock through like 1 o'clock when it's just like turned up to the max, and they like already in a mix, they got the girls dancing and they got to keep the like vibe of the club going because they got a job to do, and if that crowd ain't turned, they could lose it. Mm-hmm. So it's like you gotta, respect them as people, what I'm saying? Respect them for being at work. So it's like if you're going up to them, like, just don't waste their time, you know what I'm saying? Like, make sure that your shit is together. And if it's not, you have some decency to listen. Cause I'm telling you, like, it's different DJs, they have different criteria. Like if I want to go to Caro's on the South Side, then I can't bring a flash drive or a phone or nothing, I'll clip on it on the CD, you know what I'm saying? So it's like different. it's like different ways that they want it. So you have to be able to listen. Like if they tell you, nigga, come meet me at the end of the club, don't be the nigga to catch an attitude and be like, you know what I'm saying, this nigga don't want to play my shit. Like, he telling you to wait till the end of the club because for one, he can't fucking hear you. For two, it's other stuff going on. Like, just, that's why I say it just really just come down to respect. Like, cause I done been at the club closed at 2:00 and I done been sitting in that motherfucker till 3:00 while the DJ taking his shit down. But I'm sitting up here talking to him, letting him know what I got going on. He don't know me from nobody else, but shoot, he told me wait till the end of the club, and I know I did that because I didn't come here to waste your time or my time. I really came here to pitch you my product and show you what I had. So shoot, I'll wait. Because just because you didn't play it this time, because I might have came at a messed up time, or because, you know, you never know what's going on. He might have somebody else's computer, or, you know what I'm saying? You just never know. Somebody concert, it could be anything. But just because you did it that time don't mean I can't tap in with you at another time or come back the next week and shit that motherfucker might be on. You might have had a chance to listen to it. So it's just, you know what I'm saying, treat them like people. Treat them the way you would want to be treated. You don't want nobody coming at you trying to handle you like you're supposed to do some shit. Because really and truthfully, ain't nobody supposed to do a motherfucking thing for nobody. Like,
no, that's great.
Basically, what you're saying, it's important for hoes not to get mad if something like that happens.
Don't be no mad ass bitch. Don't be no mad ass bitch. No, don't be walking around all mad and shit. No, that shit ain't gonna get you nowhere.
Nah, that's important because I mean, basically, you're talking about networking, and I mean, you're making your way through the process networking. That's how you're able to get up on these.
Yeah, and a lot of people, they ask me, they're like, "Oh my gosh, how did you meet this person? How did you do this? How did you do that?" Well, for one, I introduced myself. That was the first thing. Hi.
Hey, you're laughing. That's a huge thing. Like, God, people. Stop going to these mixers and staring at people. Like, the one thing I will see, like, you'll see people at the Big Cuz mixers.
Yeah.
Or any mixer. You see the ones that are like, yo, what's your name? Who are you? Let me get your Instagram. Let me get your contact information. I like what you do. Why are y'all coming up to stuff just to look? Like, don't look cool. Get out here and meet people because you don't know. The next person that you might meet a producer that's got your beat. You might need an artist that you can get featured with, or an artist that's gonna get featured on your song. You might meet that DJ. You might meet that DJ that's up there looking at his DJ friend that's just chilling. And he's like, yo, I DJ over here too. So please get out here, get to know people, ask their names, say stuff, find out what they do. Because that's what
you're like, how did you do that? How did you meet them? I'm like, I introduced myself.
Don't be scared.
That was what I did. I told them my name. I told them who I was. I told them who I do. People really think that I go up to people and spit 16 bars. Like, they think I do that shit. No. I just go say, hey, what's up?
And I feel like the hey,
what's up?
At least for
what
us.
You do? How you doing?
And how was your
day?
At least for me, the hey, what's up works a lot better than coming up and just straight rapping it. I don't know where that came from, but people walk up and just
I think
rapping.
that's what people literally think that I do.
Yeah.
They saw it on TV or something, or you read it in the magazine. Beanie Siegel rap for Jay-Z, but Jay-Z wanted him to rap. I don't.
Yeah.
If somebody's busy, like your rapper XYZ is busy. They're like, man, I'm finna go get some pho. And they're on their way hungry, and then you pop up and rap? No.
I got people coming up to me like that.
No, I get it because everybody's trying to get on. It's funny because it's like, and it don't have nothing to do with talent. It's like that new Kanye West documentary.
People skills.
That's what I'm saying. That new Kanye West documentary. We all know Kanye has talent. He's there, everything. But this is going back to the beginning.
Yeah.
That man was playing a song in the boardroom and nobody was paying attention. And like he was just going around the office, kept playing the song. somebody was on Twitter like, yo, I was there. That was the 20th time we heard that song. Like, I was like, there's only so many times I can be like, yeah, that's good, yay. Thank you. So,
but you don't even understand as an artist, we like, dang, like I'm trying to, and he's so confident in it.
Yeah.
And they just not paying y'all. That shit hurt, man.
Yeah.
That shit hurt.
So like, tell us about a time where that's happened to you.
And here he is. Yeah. He at the label. He at the label. His friends are, you know what I'm saying, connected. He working around all these people that's like on, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, here I am. Like, I want y'all to hear my music and for them not to be hearing or them not to be listening. Well, I know that shit was frustrating as fuck. Yeah. But like the light at the end of the tunnel is you keep doing that shit, somebody gonna fucking listen. And I would say it's like if somebody else sees somebody fucking with your shit, then boom, you got two people. And if they really fucking with it, they had played around somebody, like it can just happen like that. Like I don't know, you can't give up. You can't take. I just did another interview. I was like, I don't really take no for an answer. Because imagine if he would have took no for an answer. Like if he would have went in there, played the song, and their reaction was what it was. Like he would have just left it at that.
He wouldn't be Kanye West. We would have never known.
There'll be no Kanye West. Yeah. Nah, like if you want this shit, you gotta literally fight for the shit. Like you gotta be prepared for that shit. Just like, well, not even prepared, but you gotta just expect it. Like I didn't know that the DJ was gonna shoot my ass. Not shoot me. Oh Lord. I didn't know that I was gonna get, you know what I'm saying, like turned away like that because I went in there with all the confidence in the world. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I had all the confidence. So for somebody to tell me how I'm coming is totally wrong and what I did was totally wrong, that shit was like, damn. It was a learning experience because I could have took it and just been like, you know, to hell with it, whatever, and stopped. But I didn't. I went and got my stuff together.
Yeah.
And I came back. So it's like, and I got a lot of advice, you know what I'm saying, from people, and they just like, man, I see you, keep going. Because keep going means a whole lot. You mean a whole lot. It's like, keep going, don't stop. Like, it might seem like you want to stop, it might seem like you should stop, but you gotta keep freaking going. It might seem like nothing that you are doing is working. But just like y'all saw me and y'all didn't even know how to reach out or whatever, or for some reason we didn't end up connecting face to face. Like if we wouldn't have asked somebody else, you would have never got it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just about just staying on it, staying on the task, like seeing it through.
Yeah,
seeing it through.
Testament for everybody because we were gonna DM you, we were gonna figure out a way. Yeah, so
right.
And anything that you want in life, you just have to. You gotta be willing to look stupid.
And that's a total life lesson. Yeah. Totally a life lesson. Not even just about the music. It's just like you said, anything that you want in life.
Yeah. I mean, and it seems like you really want this. Where did you get that type of passion from? Because you said you don't take no for an answer. That had to come from somewhere.
It's like no is like the worst thing they could tell me. And if no is the worst thing they could tell me and I could turn that no into a yes, then what are we doing?
That's true.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
You sound like a car salesman. You're good.
I'm a musician. I'm a musician.
Yeah.
No, but a lot of it just came with the mindset. Like it's like, are you gonna cry about it? Or you gonna, you know what I'm saying, boss up and go take care of your business? Crying gives me a headache.
Yeah.
I can't cry about it. I gotta dust it off and keep going. You know, you have to.
Every artist has that story. Every artist, all the ones we know got that story is somebody that's like, yeah, they just didn't want to listen to me. But I'm like, you hear now, like whether it's Snoop or Kendrick or Cole or Drake, like everybody's got.
Trust me, they remember every single time where people was like, what the hell? That's why me and my DJ, we laugh about that situation all the time, but I just had to tell him and let him know that it was that time that really opened my eyes up to, girl, you don't know everything.
I'm sorry, he's your DJ now?
Well,
nah, you see, so
look at that.
Hey, it all comes full circle because this went from, hey, I'm handing you a phone in Metropolis with an unfinished MP3 on it to, hey, you can come work with me. You know what I'm saying? We working together now. No, that's fantastic.
MP3
you gotta say
WAV files.
A WAV file.
Now you're doing it right. Yes, now you're doing it right. You gave me flat MP3. Look at
that. Honestly, you owe that man a drink or something, because imagine if he had played it.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine if he had played it. People would have been like, dang, this unfinished, because people don't know what an unfinished song sounds like. They just think it sounds bad. Like, they're like, oh, I don't like this. So, yeah, man, it all came full circle.
Yeah. He's a great dude. He a great dude.
No, that's fair.
I actually got a lot of support now from a lot of people that are I sound like it's crazy because you'll have respect for someone and you'll want to work with these people, and they'll go back to what we were talking about earlier, and it's like you just keep at it and you just keep going, and eventually they know your name.
Yes. That's true. They'll know your name.
And that's the bright side.
Yes. They'll know your name. They'll know Kristen Cherei. Now, Kristen.
They will know Kristen Cherei.
Kristen K. Cherei, where can we find you at?
Y'all can find me on Instagram, straight flexing. At Kristen Cherei. That's KristenCherei. I'm on YouTube as Kristen Cherei, SoundCloud, Audio Mac, DatPiff. Y'all Google Kristen Cherei, all my stuff is gonna pop up. Yep. Kristen Cherei.
All right, thank you so much.
That's my real name.
Yes, that's your real name. You're not hiding nothing. I'm pulling no punches. So if Mose is mad, they can find you. They can pull up.
This is me. I'm telling no lies.
No lies at all. We want to thank you very much for staying in and coming out at the same time, just through the Zoom. We really want to thank you. You can see that you're going like high places, and hey, we want you to come back as many times. Tell people about the show, because this was a great event.
Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for having me. This was dope. I can't wait to see it when y'all through with it. It was a good vibe, and I most definitely will be back.
Thank you.
Once again, we appreciate it.
And this has been a good episode of In My Humble Opinion podcast. I'm Avery, like a very nice guy. That's my brother, Jess Devon. As we've stated before, you could find us both at My Humble O, because that's what matters. In My Humble Opinion podcast. Watch us on YouTube. You can hear us on all the stuff on Stitcher. We love you, Stitcher. We made fun of you before, but we love you.
I don't know what it is, but I love y'all.
You know what it is.
Okay, fine. That's all right.
Yeah.
I ain't never heard anybody be like, yo, catch me on Stitcher. But hey, man, whatever y'all listening to, that's what y'all listening to.
Whatever you listening to is what you listening to. Hoes, don't be mad at us.
Don't be mad.
Don't be mad. Check out K. Cherei music. It's infectious. I mean that, man. It's great. So,
thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Once again, thank you. It's humbly yours.
You're welcome. Thank y'all.
Opinion podcast. H-Town, too sweet. H-Town is too sweet.